Will the American-Iranian war break out? Here is the most important thing known so far. Plus on Thursday, fateful negotiations will be held in Geneva. And Washington says that this session is the last chance before launching the military strike that Trump says will completely overthrow the regime. Where is the disagreement in the negotiations now? Washington says that Iran must completely stop enrichment and reach zero enrichment, and this decision is a non-negotiable red line. Tehran says that enrichment is a sovereign right and Washington has no right to impose it on us in this way. The most that Iran will be allowed to produce is very small quantities of nuclear fuel for medical purposes. Iran has been producing medical isotopes for years at the Tehran research reactor. How are American forces distributed around Iran? This mobilization of forces around Iran is similar to what Washington mobilized to occupy Iraq in 2003. The United States recently ordered the sending of a second aircraft carrier strike group to the region. This includes the most advanced aircraft carrier in the U.S. Navy, the USS Gerald R. Ford, and 3 of its accompanying destroyers. These forces crossed the Strait of Gibraltar on Friday. It is noteworthy that the warplanes of the carrier Ford were used in the attack on Venezuela, which resulted in the kidnapping of President Nicolas Maduro and his flight to Washington. Moreover, another destroyer has been sent to the North Arabian Sea, while a second destroyer is still on its way there, according to a U.S. Navy official. Which brings the total number of destroyers in the region to 13. It is clear that Washington does not want to use its own or allied bases to strike Iran. Whether Al-Adid or Muwafaq al-Salti in Jordan, and will rely on its destroyers at sea to spare these countries from the consequences of the strike. The majority of countries in the region have stated that they will not allow their air, land, or sea space to be used to strike Iran. What will the American strike be like? The strike will begin by bombing major positions targeting the infrastructure of the Iranian state. Then, according to the New York Times, Trump will demand that Iran submit to the decisions. If there is no response, the regime will be overthrown in a war that will last for months. Those who do not have military experience consider it a war between 2 powers. The comparison is unfair. It is an American attack or invasion with determined results. And not a war in its comprehensive sense. The Iranian government will fall with the first wave of the American attack before it can respond. It is an opportunity for America to show some of its strength and military techniques. Here we come to the end of our episode with you. Don't forget to subscribe and we will meet you soon.